Recipe for hair regrowth and treatment of weak hair and diseased scalp, which is for the year 1021 AD. The lost formula that everyone has been looking for years. I promise you, I will prove with scientific evidence that this recipe for hair regrowth and treatment of damaged hair is the perfect potion for healing and complete health of your hair. You will be surprised if I tell you that this potion we make is multifunctional, and it soothes and eliminates joint pain and arthritis and pain in the hands and feet that our daily lives have made miserable, as if that intensity of pain did not exist. Make this recipe and you will be healed. This is not a miracle, but the performance of the formula that comes from the heart of nature. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Healthy Lifestyle and Natural Skin Routine channel. For every video you watch, a whole week of energy is put into it. Please subscribe to the channel and send useful content to your friends. You give me energy and inspire me on this path. Red heart in this recipe, we need a few powerful herbs, starting with mint and rosemary. We separate the mint leaves and wash them with water in several stages to remove dirt and dust. We do the same washing steps for the rosemary branches. I want to explain the function of mint and rosemary in this formula, why, and what properties it has that are effective for both joint pain and hair regrowth. First, let me ask you from which city or country you are watching my video. If you participate in my interaction and answer my question, only those who answered, I repeat, only friends who answer my questions while watching this content, I will teach them how to make sunscreen. Sunscreen is very important in the skin routine. How great it would be to use sunscreen from nature. 100% natural, I will teach you. Now, let's continue the explanation. I will start with the properties of mint can have many benefits for hair health and strengthening. These benefits include regrowing newly shed hair, strengthening hair roots, reducing hair loss, treating dandruff, relieving scalp itching, increasing hair shine, and moisturizing hair. I would like to explain a little more, but I would just recommend doing a sensitivity test before using any natural product. Strengthening hair roots and reducing hair loss. Mint can help strengthen hair roots and improve blood flow to the scalp, which in turn reduces hair loss and speeds up its growth. Treating dandruff. The antifungal and anti-inflammatory properties of mint can help treat dandruff and prevent its occurrence. Soothing scalp itching and inflammation. Mint can help relieve scalp itching and inflammation, which is especially beneficial for people with sensitive scalps. Increases shine and moisture in hair. Mint can help moisturize hair and increase its natural shine. Antibacterial and antifungal. Mint has antibacterial and antifungal properties that can help maintain a healthy scalp and prevent hair infections. Speeds up hair growth. By strengthening hair roots and improving blood flow to the scalp, mint can help speed up hair growth. This dual-purpose recipe has made me examine herbs from both sides, both for hair and for joint pain and pain in the hands and feet, which it treats and the pain is forgotten. It is amazing. What a manuscript. It was in 1021. I suspect it was for Abu Ali Sina, the legendary Iranian scientist, the all-round master, the absolute scholar of that time. Only this great man could have such knowledge at that time. The reason for the inclusion of mint for joint pain and arthritis and body pain and their treatment is for the reasons that I will mention. Mint can be useful in relieving joint pain due to its anti-inflammatory, antispasmodic, and soothing properties. Using mint oil by massaging the painful area or drinking mint tea can be helpful. More details. Anti-inflammatory properties. Mint has properties that can reduce inflammation in the joints, which is one of the main causes of pain. Antispasmodic properties. Due to its relaxing effect on muscles, peppermint can reduce muscle spasms around joints and relieve pain. Soothing properties. Peppermint, especially peppermint oil, contains menthol, which has a cooling and soothing effect and can reduce pain. These factors have led to the presence of mint in this dual-use formula. Be careful after washing the mint. You must dry it completely. I did this with a paper towel that has high water absorption. I recommend watching my previous videos. Apart from learning about rejuvenating and anti-blemish creams or masks or toners with complete pore cleansing, you will also gain very useful and comprehensive information in terms of science and familiarity with the properties and uses of plants. We talked in detail about the rosemary plant and its unique properties in the hair discussion. For those of you who have just joined us, I will definitely give a brief explanation. But for this part, I would like to explain more about the function of rosemary in the discussion of joint pain, body pain, and rheumatism. You may be wondering, new friends, now that we have talked about you, have you become a member of the channel? Don't be shy and make me happy by subscribing to my channel right now. New friends, introduce yourself and tell me which city you are watching me from. Herbal sunscreen education bonus, and don't forget, read more additional explanations for rosemary. It is known as a natural treatment for joint pain due to its anti-inflammatory and soothing properties. This herb can reduce joint pain by reducing inflammation and improving local blood circulation. How can rosemary help relieve joint pain? Anti-inflammatory properties. Rosemary contains anti-inflammatory compounds that can reduce inflammation in the joints and relieve pain, improves blood circulation. Rosemary can increase blood circulation in the joint area, delivering more nutrients and oxygen to the tissues and accelerating the healing process. Muscle relief. Rosemary can reduce joint pain caused by muscle contraction by reducing muscle spasms. Local analgesic. Rosemary acts as a local analgesic and can temporarily relieve joint pain. And with continued use, start treatment. I recommend doing a sensitivity test. Let's review what we did so far. The first step is to wash and dry a bunch of mint and about 10 rosemary sprigs, which is about 3 tablespoons. Then chop them like the picture you saw, and pour both into the container that we are going to put on the heat. The ingredients on the list of ingredients are all available and are in the kitchen of most people. We got acquainted with 2 of the items on the list and understood their uses and properties. Using natural products in life is very effective for the environment. I hope this culture will remain in all families. The third is the use of ginger. You may be wondering, why ginger? I will explain to you, dear ones. Ginger, due to its anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties, is effective in relieving muscle pain caused by sports activities or muscle cramps. Studies have shown that daily consumption of ginger helps reduce pain and inflammation and can be effective in accelerating the healing process of damaged muscles. More details. Anti-inflammatory properties. Ginger contains active compounds called gingerols, which have strong anti-inflammatory properties. These compounds can reduce inflammation in the muscles and relieve pain. Pain relief. Ginger, due to its anti-inflammatory and pain-relieving properties, can reduce muscle pain caused by sports or physical activities. Facilitate muscle repair. Ginger can help repair damage caused by sports or physical activities by improving blood flow to the muscles. Muscular. When talking about ginger or the properties of ginger oil, a wide range of good features resulting from the consumption of this plant or its oil come to mind. You should know that those who catch colds a lot, those who have menstrual pain, those who suffer from arthritis and joint pain, those who have digestive problems, and those who are stressed and anxious are just some of the people who can benefit from the properties of ginger and solve their problems in a completely natural way. Ginger also has oil, the properties of which are exactly the same as those of ginger itself and can be useful for solving problems. Point 1. Reducing pain and inflammation. This vegetable oil has anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties and can be used to reduce pain and inflammation caused by various conditions such as arthritis, migraines, painful menstruation, and muscle pain. 2. Strengthening the immune system. Ginger oil is rich in antioxidants and is considered a strong antimicrobial, and for these reasons it can improve the immune system. If you get colds a lot, this oil can significantly prevent you from getting colds and flu. Point 3, improving the digestive system. This oil has anti-flatulent and antispasmodic properties, which can ensure the health of the digestive system. This essential oil can also reduce nausea, vomiting, and indigestion. Perhaps this is one of the most important properties of ginger oil. Point 4, increasing metabolism. Ginger vegetable oil is a fat burner, and for this reason it can help increase metabolism and lose weight. Point 5, improving blood circulation. Ginger oil has anticoagulant properties and is thus effective in improving blood circulation. Consuming this oil also reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases. Point 6, reduces stress and anxiety. This oil is considered a sedative and antidepressant and has a significant effect on reducing stress and anxiety. These are just a few of the benefits of ginger. The explanation about ginger got a little long. Meanwhile, the ginger was chopped and added to the mint and rosemary. The next item on the list is bay leaves. I chopped about 15 leaves with scissors and transferred them to the glass pot containing the ginger, mint, and rosemary. I talked a lot about bay leaves in previous videos. Bay leaves, by themselves, are the key to treating most beauty and healing problems. The next thing we add is cloves. We add 2 tablespoons of half-crushed cloves to the contents of the pot. By half-crushed, I mean that the cloves break in the container of your hand grinder. You don't need to grind them, just breaking them is enough. The effect will be fully distributed. Cloves have properties that can be beneficial for hair health. Cloves can help strengthen hair roots, prevent hair loss, increase hair volume and thickness, and reduce dandruff and itchy scalp. Cloves contain minerals and antioxidants that can protect hair follicles from damage and promote hair growth. Benefits of cloves for hair: strengthen hair roots. Cloves can help strengthen hair roots and prevent hair loss. Increase hair volume and thickness. Using clove oil or combining cloves with other ingredients can increase hair volume and thickness. Reduce hair loss. Cloves can help reduce hair loss by strengthening hair roots and improving blood circulation in the scalp. Reduce dandruff and itchy scalp. The anti-inflammatory and antifungal properties of cloves can be effective in reducing dandruff and itchy scalp. Strengthen the scalp. With its anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties, cloves can help strengthen the scalp and treat skin problems such as itching and redness. Increase hair shine. The compounds in cloves can help increase hair shine and vitality. It's time for the oils, which are the perfect infusers and enhancers of the properties. In this recipe, we need 350 grams of olive oil and 300 grams of coconut oil. We mix all the ingredients together and leave them on low heat for 20 minutes so that the effects of the ingredients are transferred to the oil. Did you notice that the common feature of all the ingredients combined is anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial and increased blood circulation? These 3 things are the most basic need for regrowing lost hair and relieving joint pain, arthritis, and muscle pain. Have you seen my previous videos? My next question is, which of the recipes I taught in the previous parts did you make and use? I asked you 5 questions. One of my questions requires high concentration so that you understand the question. I also included this one so that all of you, my dears, can win the contest. The number of video viewers is high, but I don't know why they don't subscribe. Why do you think this happens? I feel very sad. The presence of coconut oil in this recipe is very clever because coconut oil can be useful for relieving joint and muscle pain due to its anti-inflammatory and soothing properties. Massage with coconut oil can reduce stiffness and dryness of joints and also relieve muscle pain. Properties of coconut oil for relieving joint and muscle pain. Anti-inflammatory. Coconut oil has anti-inflammatory compounds that can help reduce inflammation and joint pain. Soothing. The soothing properties of coconut oil can reduce muscle pain and tension, Increase blood circulation. Massage with coconut oil can increase blood circulation in the painful area and improve the condition of muscles and joints. Moisturizer. Coconut oil is an excellent moisturizer and can help retain skin moisture and reduce dryness, which in turn can reduce joint pain. Coconut oil can be beneficial for hair regrowth due to its properties. This oil contains essential fatty acids that nourish and strengthen hair roots, prevent hair breakage and dryness, and can help speed up hair growth. More details: hair nourishment and strengthening. Coconut oil is rich in saturated fatty acids, especially lauric acid, which helps nourish and strengthen hair roots. Moisturizing. Coconut oil can retain moisture in hair, prevent hair breakage and dryness, and make hair soft and shiny. Strengthening hair roots. Using coconut oil on the scalp can increase blood flow to the scalp and strengthen hair follicles, which can help hair grow better and faster. Reduces hair loss. Coconut oil can help strengthen hair roots and hair follicles, which can lead to reduced hair loss and increased hair density. Repairs damaged hair. Coconut oil can help repair damaged hair, as its fatty acids can help rebuild the hair cuticle. Beeswax is one of the most effective ingredients for treating various types of inflammation with the least allergenic properties. There is only one report of skin allergy caused by beeswax. Beeswax has antibacterial properties, and when applied to the skin, it increases its elasticity and makes the skin fresh and lively. It has been found that oral consumption of a mixture of beeswax alcohols D002, 50 to 100 milligrams per day, for 6 weeks can improve the symptoms of joint and clinical inflammation in patients with osteoarthritis. Beeswax is the best option for relieving joint, muscle, and nerve inflammation due to its high ability to absorb and retain heat. Therefore, the Bulgarian doctor Pachinkova suggested that beeswax is the only main bee product used for heat therapy. For this reason, the following method is recommended for beeswax to treat muscle, nerve, and tendon inflammation caused by colds, back pain, nerve inflammation, muscle pain, joint degeneration, and joint inflammation. Rheumatism and joint pain. Beeswax has been studied as a medicine to relieve joint pain and inflammation and has been found to have mild anti-inflammatory effects. A study published in the Korean Journal of Medicine in 2014 found that beeswax can be used to help relieve inflammation caused by arthritis. All patients completed the trial, and 23 experienced a reduction in pain, joint stiffness, and improved physical function. This pain reduction was significant at the start of the second week and increased throughout the trial. After we have combined and removed from the heat and allowed it to cool slightly, we pass it through a strainer and do not throw away the pulp. We keep it in another container with a strainer cloth around it and pour in enough olive oil to keep the pulp of the mixture below. When our mixture is smooth and there are no additives in it, when it reaches room temperature, we put it in the refrigerator to close itself. It will find a semi-solid state. We use this method to make all kinds of masks and creams because in the next step, when we mix the semi-solid ingredients with an electric mixer, a very soft cream with a soft and silky texture is obtained. This nuance is very important, and most masters may not tell you. You may wonder why the texture of the master's cream is better than mine when our ingredients are the same. This is the last nuance of the stage, knowing which will show the result of your effort, unique. If you pay attention to the video, you will even notice the change in the texture of the cream. Now consider, introduce and send my channel, which teaches and produces content for you with these details, to your friends and acquaintances. I enjoy it. If I see that my audience increases, I will record the most special recipes for you, on condition that you publish it. Red Heart Shamrock. It only remains to transfer the cream to the containers we want to have. I made a large volume because I have so many customers for this magical dual-use cream. You can also look at it as a job, a part-time job. You can implement this recipe whenever you have free time. It is so effective that if they make this cream from you once, they will want this cream from you for the rest of their lives, for themselves and those around them. Believe me, over 70% of people are looking for natural treatment solutions. The aroma of this cream is very, very, very special and different. My mother loves the aroma of this magical cream. She says that she remembers her childhood when she smells this cream. I myself, when I take a bath, after my arms and legs become weak, I apply this cream as a lotion to my legs and wrists and the roots of my hair. I dare you, I give this recipe a score of 10 out of 10. Dear friends, after you have made and used it, give me a score. Your opinion is very important to me. My daughter's hair is very thin. Since I have applied this cream to her hair, it has become much thicker and naturally less frizzy. It is wonderful for hair. If you apply it to the scalp, due to the nature of the raw materials, it keeps the brain warm. And you stay away from negative thoughts and sadness. Nightmares and despair arise from the coldness of the brain. This cream recipe, anti-inflammatory, has anti-inflammatory properties, which reduce inflammation in the body, which in turn reduces pain and discomfort. These oils work by various mechanisms such as inhibiting the production of inflammatory substances or soothing pain receptors. How does using this cream reduce pain? 1. Inhibiting the production of inflammatory substances. The ingredients in this recipe contain active ingredients that can inhibit the production of inflammatory chemicals in the body, such as prostaglandins. These inflammatory substances cause pain and swelling, so by inhibiting their production, the ingredients in the cream recipe can relieve pain. 2. Soothing pain receptors. Some of the ingredients in the cream recipe contain active ingredients that can calm pain receptors in the body. These receptors are responsible for transmitting pain signals to the brain, so by soothing them, some of the ingredients can reduce pain. 3. Increases blood circulation. All the ingredients in the cream recipe, such as olive oil, rosemary, cloves, peppermint, ginger, and others, can increase blood circulation in the affected area. This allows more nutrients and oxygen to reach the area and help repair tissues. 4. Soothing properties. Oils like coconut and beeswax have soothing properties that can help reduce anxiety and stress. Anxiety and stress can exacerbate pain, so by reducing anxiety and stress, oils can relieve pain. Examples of anti-inflammatory oils and their properties. Olive oil contains oleocanthal, which is a strong anti-inflammatory compound and can reduce pain and inflammation caused by arthritis. Rosemary oil has anti-inflammatory and soothing properties and can be used to treat muscle and joint pain. Ginger oil. It contains gingerol, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory compound and can be used to treat muscle and joint pain. In fact, peppermint, rosemary, cloves, and ginger were infused in base oils, and the result was peppermint oil. Rosemary oil, clove oil, and ginger oil, which, when continuously mixed and blended with beeswax, finally gave us a cream with a silky texture. This is unique, a miracle of nature. Thank you, God, for all the blessings you have given us. Thank you, Creator, for having the knowledge to benefit from nature. We have reached the end of the video. I ask you to participate in the survey and answer my questions. I thank you for watching my video. Please enable subtitles and watch the content in your own language. As always, I ask you to send this video to your loved ones. Until the next part, I leave you to the great and merciful God.